Delorca has a question again. I've been having success using inhalation phonation to find
Yeah.
distortion. Do you recommend that?
So this is that time where I am going to say something that's going to horrify everyone on the planet. But uh, I have legitimately asked so many laryngologists, voice therapists, speech language pathologists. I'm just annoying everyone I know. And the answer in relation to inhales is there's no problem. I have nothing against inhales. I have searched painstakingly through so many papers. All I see are positive benefits of inhalation to vocal fold vibratory efficiency. So all I'm seeing is positives. That being said, play around with inhales. I love inhales. I use inhales in the context of if someone is squeezing too much high when doing vocal fry, you might want to play around with inhales as well. I will sometimes get them to do an inhale. And when people are struggling to unlock their whistle register, inhales are often a much faster way to get there than just torturing them on an exhale. Um, as long as you are monitoring that you're not taking in like a bajillion gallons of air, which usually doesn't happen on an inhale anyway. But as long as you're monitoring that, I think it's a fantastic approach. It's a really good strategy. It works well for loads of people. It can keep you really relaxed and make sure that you are still singing normally and phonating on an exhalation as well. Just that, which is a general rule for voice. You don't train one thing at the expense of something else. You train it simultaneously. You just keep everything nice and balanced and you take care of your voice. So, yeah, I'm very happy with inhales. Go for it.
Thank you. No, that's great that you share some love and passion on that subject because I know exactly what you're talking about. There's just not a lot said about it, and I haven't heard of anybody really permanently damaging their voice trying to make inhale sounds. Right.
Yeah.
So let me just take this moment, just because we've got someone in the feed also sharing and promoting. I'm going to put in there, just remember, Aliki has a great YouTube channel where she puts her love and shares her knowledge into what she does. Also, you can find her at alikikatriou.com and Facebook, IG, social media, Aliki Katriou Vocals. Now, do you pronounce the oo, Katriou, or do you have a more of a Katrou?
It's an U and it's an EU, so it's
You,
Katriou, said
Katriou.
the Greek. Sudden change of
Katriou.
accent.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can hear that direction. You could also take that right up into Russia. Katriou.
Oh, yes.
So beautiful. So be sure and check out and follow Aliki. And if you want to get notified about all the live streams coming up, just click the subscribe and bell right now on YouTube, so you are informed and up to date about all the great speakers coming up.
Um, Let me say one
Yes,
thing, just
go
one
ahead.
tiny parenthesis, because of what you were saying when you were promoting the beta launch of the stuff. Um, One thing, just in case there's anyone watching this, especially because we're streaming live and a lot of people can't afford singing lessons, a lot of people can't afford things. Um, the reason, one of the primary reasons why at some point in life and along your journey you need lessons or a lesson, the reason you need another person is because of the way that we hear. So it just has to do with your ears and how your ears function. What other people are hearing are the air molecules that you're manipulating with your voice and that you're exciting with your voice, vibrating. And that's what everyone else is hearing. What you are hearing is you're hearing those lovely little air molecules, but you're also hearing bone conduction and vibration, which is why when you listen to your own, you sound very different to you recorded and played back to yourself, and you have a bit of a heart attack when you first hear your voice, whereas no one else does. So the whole thing is that singing teachers are there because our ears are not attached to your skull. And so when you sing, our ears are not vibrating massively. And this is why we continue having lessons ourselves, and why we're always having lessons and we're always checking in with each other anyway. We need separate ears. That's why. So just putting that out there, because I know that a lot of people don't realize that. And they think that you're going to the singing teacher because you have to learn the perfect technique, etc. And it's like, no, I've been having classical lessons for well over a decade now. It's just because I want ears that are not vibrating so much when I sing. So that.
I love that. I love that you shared that. I was actually thinking of that yesterday, and I say that to clients. It's on my website. It's like everybody needs coaching. If I'm going to go and prepare a new piece, performance, album, whatever, you better believe I'm going to get coaching, because we do hear ourselves differently. We have the bone conduction, and internally we hear ourselves differently. We need somebody on the outside listening, because also it's perception thing as well. A lot of times I'm working with clients, and they say, oh, and it's the really weird thing is, and this happens to all of us, is as soon as they get it right, they go, oh no, that sounded awful.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
because it sounds awful in your head sometimes, but on the outside, it is exactly what you want. And you need to learn to get used to the correct sound and what the correct sound feels like inside of your head. Now, just think about that for a minute. Why does the correct sound sound so bad in your head? 5 seconds. Because you don't know it. You don't know it. It's foreign to you. And as soon as you realize that's the sound, oh, well, that's a piece of cake. I can sound awful all day.
Yeah.
Right? Once you find
Yeah.
that sound of what it get the confirmation, that's when you need the feedback. Everybody needs a mentor, and this goes for everything, not just singing. You can only get so far alone. So if you want to accelerate your process at some point, you're going to need to make that investment. And it's not an investment into Aliki or myself. It's an
Yeah.
investment into you.